everyone, good morning and welcome to Dodgeball Ontario's Provincial Championships 2025. Terry Thrasher here with JP Newens. How you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
Thank you for waking up early to join us.
I feel like I just went to sleep like an hour ago, and now here I am. But first game of the day.
Well, we'll see if the athletes feel that way.
Yeah, they look ready. They're Reckless is very experienced team. They've been working hard at warming up here for a little bit.
Yeah, they've been out here at the early hour, getting themselves warmed up, getting ready. They're, of course, I think you'd have to say, one of the pre-tournament favorites here.
Yeah.
Considering we've seen Reckless versus Valkyrie in the finals of almost every tournament where that's an option lately.
And I fully expect that to happen once again, but literally anything's possible. So we'll see if Raven takes that spot this year. They've revamped their roster. They were, I believe, bronze in the last provincials.
And there's a catch.
Tressa, a known clutch catcher, goes for that one. Gets a nice pop-up.
I like that there was no panic there, just tracking that down. No. And Reckless not really able to get a shot on her to stop it.
Tressa, known for good vibes and lots of catches. She's just a great person to have on your team.
There's a shot by Da Fang, taking out Kim Chin. And yeah, like you said, this Raven team, bronze medalist last year at provincials. So last time there was definitely a gap between the gold and silver teams and the bronze match.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've had a whole year to practice, maybe narrow that gap. Ooh, and there's a good exchange.
That's interesting. There was a pop-up there, and the Raven player, instead of committing to the catch, just kind of like pulled her arms in and was like, oh, God, I don't want to get hit. And they could have had a nice pop-up on that. That would have swung this match in their favor for sure.
Yeah, there are always those moments when you try to see whether you could get to that ball.
Yeah.
I think the conventional wisdom is if you think you could, you probably should make every effort to do that.
I believe so, yeah. And in this case, I'm pretty sure it landed like right in front of her. Oh, and
there's a try.
Another almost one. A lot of pop-ups happening here.
We saw Da Fang just kind of like we were saying, extending out for that ball, hoping for it just a little out of reach.
Yeah. I like to see guys going for that. Or I mean, guys, because I play on the men's team, but I like to see people going for that, just giving it your all. Like it helps bolster your team, knowing that people are going to be going for the hustle plays, diving for stuff.
It's potentially bailing you out, or
yeah. And then if it was happened to be thrown by the best player on the other side, it's great to get them out as well and get an extra player.
It looks like Da Fang has been the main thrower in this scenario for Raven.
She has been, from what I've seen, one of their best throwers, and at least in the last provincial, she was taking a lot of the load in terms of actual throws. Probably, Helena accidentally let one go on a fake. It happens. It's early.
We call that the Sisravi.
Oh, really? He's got a lot of moves, I guess. None of them really that good of a thing to get named after you, I guess. We call this Ravi, where you just wear tight pants and no shorts as a male player. But good for him.
And we saw Fang and Croft exchange. That's, again, probably the two biggest arms for each side.
Yeah. Del Rosario, very good hustle, good all-round player. Lisa Mora, obviously one of the strongest females in this country, always a threat.
Ever since she joined the national program in 2017, she's continued to ascend, works really hard at fitness and training, and is out there as a great competitor every single time Reckless is on the court.
Yeah. And that looked like a hit, and she's taking herself out.
I think.
Oh, okay, then.
Yep.
Yeah. So Helena on Raven. I checked her notes before, and it just says, I really enjoy dodgeball. So I really enjoy that note, Helena.
Yeah, she's been playing for a long time, of course, a Team Canada cloth member for several years.
Yeah, there's a couple of primary cloth players from the Hamilton area on the Raven squad. They've transitioned to foam a couple of years ago, and they're increasing their skill and dodgeball acumen for foam. So you love to see it. Nice movement there by Elena getting out of the way, and they take out Del Rosario.
Yeah, it took them a few shots, but they've finally been able to do it. They're looking for that first point of the match.
So Reckless, part of their name means that they take a lot of chances and they put themselves in situations where they can get countered. They rely heavily on their ability to dodge, block, and catch, but sometimes you can just be caught in the, well, I don't know what to call it, the no man's zone, no man's land.
Yeah, just that awkward space when you're still trying to get out of the way.
Or you're not safe at all, but then you're very close to being safe. You're just in the middle. Good fake by Elena, not letting go of her ball. That was nice. She's learned her mistake.
Yeah, Mora, good active defense here.
She is so hard to hit. This, even though it's 2-on-1, this, okay, that bounced.
Yeah.
Nice. Staying active there by Elena. I know it's the first point, but she's being really hard to hit, and that can be really frustrating as a thrower, not being able to hit someone. Good throw there.
Yeah, and we did see Modestino and Booth swapping spots, maybe liking the idea of having Monica Modestino straight across from Lisa Mora.
Lisa Mora taking a lot of shots here, but she gets one of them.
That was an example of where the reckless move might work out in your favor if you believe in yourself. One-on-one now. Mora evens things up, trying to finish things off.
Gonna take
the
two.
Second.
She
Yeah,
does.
She does.
Yep. I don't mind the move, like throwing both balls, especially when there's only two players or even one player at the end. I don't mind that move, especially you take a shot, take some more space, take a couple feet, and then take another shot. If the other person's not ready and they haven't moved back, then you're in a good position.
Yeah, it's often worth taking that split-second assessment of whether you think you have a good shot, often on the lower body as somebody's maybe considering winding up or drawing that protective ball back. Yeah. Lisa Mora, a veteran who's able to do that kind of decision and make that kind of hit.
Looks like Chung got that hit. I saw in the notes she's a Hong Kong 2024 national team member, so made her way, I assume, to Toronto because that's where most of these ladies hail from.
Yeah, we did see her. Ooh, there's a nice catch.
Kelly, I'm going to say primarily cloth, but she's just as deadly throwing and catching in foam, and it's can be very frustrating to play against. You know, she's a very tall lady, so you think you got her, and then she's got a rocket for an arm, and then just somehow makes so many catches.
Yeah, taking out Jess O'Quinn there on the side. Sutherland, one of the stars for Raven last year in provincials. Fixture for the way they attack on the court.
It's interesting. We haven't seen any of Erin Lomax here for Raven. She's also one of their most used throwers. She's in the middle passing the ball off, it looks like. When she does start throwing, you're going to see, oof, that was nice.
Oh, yeah, nice long
right
shot.
On the feet of Steph Pereira. It's now, 4-3? Kind of obscured here, can't see. It's 5-3. Okay, 5-3 for Raven. Nice block by Gomes. Is it Gomes or Gomez?
It is Gomes.
Okay.
I learned that in her first provincials when her family members corrected us in the chat. So.
I know the notes that were provided were weird characters on it, and I couldn't read it.
2 quick hits. Chung helping to get this Raven side down to 3.
Yeah, Chung showing why they were happy to pick her up.
She played with Reckless in Dodgeball Toronto's kickoff tournament last month.
Oh, really? Yeah, they had a couple of different players on there that I hadn't seen on the team before. Good throw, almost connects there from Chung. But now 5 balls here for Raven. Let's see what they do with it. They throw 2 at Chung. Del Rosario doing a great job drawing in that 3rd ball.
Yeah, Raven's another team that's willing to be pretty aggressive sometimes. And we get into no blocking now. So these halves, 10 minutes long, and it looks like the second point of the match is going to take this no blocking period to figure out who's going to get it.
So we have 3 of the dodgiest players on Reckless here, so I don't expect it'll be easy to get any one of them out. But we also have 3 of the biggest arms on Raven on the other side, so maybe we'll see some fireworks. Good fake by Lomax. Doesn't reach for it. That's good.
High shot coming out of Gomes on the side, and there's a good hit. You see Monica Modestino taken out. And so Lomax over in the corner. Michaela Bacati.
Lomax throwing. Gomes also throws. And nobody loses their place here. Ooh, a great counter there by Chung. Just saw Aaron Lomax loading up and not looking over at the other corner, just staring it down.
Yeah, managed to attack that plant leg, which is a great target. Now Bacati's going to have to do it all. Has all the balls, though.
All the balls. This is a good position to be in. Takes a deep breath. Fires one off. Gomes gets out of the way.
Bacati did a great job for this. Just a nice hit. She takes out Del Rosario. Bacati did a great job in the mixed rec division in that Dodgeball Toronto kickoff tournament.
Oh, interesting.
Making maybe the match-defining play in the gold medal round for that division.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oof. Oh, and then, Chung taking her out. And that last point, I think, did Chung get 4 of their outs? I mean, she was a striker.
At least, well, I know 3 for sure, so yeah. Is that half already?
It is half already.
Wow. So early MVP could be.
Yeah, I think Chung looked great out there.
Chung had quite a few hits there. So for those of you in the Twitch chat, we're going to try and put up a poll for the MVP of the match. So keep in mind that we're keeping sort of a mental tally. Early favorites. I don't know if sports betting is legal in Canada yet, but
I sure see a lot of ads for it.
No. I mean, can't they gamble bits and stuff on? Oh, like channel points, I guess you could do.
Oh, that's predicting.
Oh, well, for predictions, yeah. I mean, you want to flex your channel points.
Yeah,
Put up a prediction.
It's a type of gambling, not very liquid, but
Low stakes, like the lowest of low stakes.
Yeah, that said, if you were going to vote right now, you'd probably be a Reckless member. They do have that 2-0 lead, but it's not that big a lead.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't like the games weren't close. I mean, Raven had a player advantage in the first one. Lisa Mora ended up closing that out. They had a player advantage in the second one as well. It was like 5-3 or something like that, and going into no blocking, and they Reckless closed that out as well. So, I mean, Ravens playing really great. They're keeping it close. That's about all you can ask for, really, because a couple things go their way. A couple of the pop-ups might have been caught in the first one. The game would have been over, and we'd be tied right now.
And you're facing, again, one of the pre-tournament favorites, one of the 2 likely strongest teams, at least would be people's expectations coming into this. If you play them really close, that is a type of success. I know Raven believes they could take this match, and they still have a chance to.
And it's not like it's supposedly going to be a good squad. I mean, Reckless is the only supposing is that they'll be in the finals.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty safe bet. Not like betting is legal, but if I had $1, I would bet my dollar on that.
Of course, Raven, who have a lot of talent on there. We've seen, again, a lot of Team Canada for cloth. See Deidre Halfkenny out there, another cloth national team player.
Yeah, she's transitioned well into foam as well. She's got a lot of the fundamentals that work really well just in dodgeball alone. Just high energy, big dodges, big blocks. Much better throw now in foam. And, she's much better at cloth, but, it doesn't matter if you play cloth or foam. If you just play dodgeball, it should transition eventually, as long as you get a hang of the balls at one point.
Yeah, a lot of those skills and athletic traits will carry over.
Yeah. I mean, even when I went to cloth, the coaches famously said they didn't know what to do with me. And I was like, I'm a dodgeball player. Like it's not that difficult. Like I'll just play dodgeball. I'll figure out the rules. Just like put me in.
Well, I don't know what to do with you either.
Nobody does.
Raven setting up. Lomax is the shot caller in the middle again.
Kelly not throwing. Okay, so they do a different play style or play call style here for Raven.
Yeah, seeing as we have a good angle to see that, we do know there is kind of a standard that, of course, a lot of comp teams adopt. Oh, they finally get Chung over there. But there are variations. There's no guarantee everybody calls them the same way.
And part of the gamesmanship might be switching up your play call so that the other team can't spy it. Nice block there by Kelly. Good pressure to not let her get that rolling ball. Is that Jess O'Quinn or Jack? I can't tell which. I can never tell them apart. They're twins. It should be allowed for me to make a mistake there.
That is
very
Jess.
veteran player, very veteran, savvy player, not going to give up any ground if she doesn't have to. And then just snipes Lomax in the feet. Yeah, so it's Jess O'Quinn, okay. Former captain?
Multiple years on Team Canada.
Multiple
women's
years
program.
being MVP of whatever women's tournament they're in. So I just got a ball thrown at me.
It was probably deliberate.
I'm part of the game now.
Halfkenny with the call and sends it across. Okay, there's some coverage. Sutherland just missing Del Rosario in the back foot.
Yeah, that was very close for Del Rosario, but I liked her aggression there. After a throw was made, she was already taking a step forward, going for a hit. Jess O'Quinn going for a catch, but that was actually quite a bit of power there from either Deidre or Kelly, whoever ended up throwing that. And she couldn't reel it in. And normally she'll make those catches, so it's a feather in your cap if you can get her to not catch. I would have taken that shot. Not only was she down, she faked at her and she was falling backwards. Easy. They're playing a team game.
Yeah, Raven electing maybe to keep the 2 balls there.
Yeah, they're up on bodies. They don't want to be reckless and take too many opportunities and then squander it. So I'm a very conservative dodgeball player, but I still would have taken that shot.
Yeah, Raven probably want to do that. Like, they're in a great position to secure their first point here. I'm sure they want that because then there's a pretty good chance at least tying it up. Modestino taking out Del Rosario, but Chin traded off on the other side too.
Del Rosario showing the same aggressive move and taking that shot, and she's also very good at dodging after taking that shot. But this is why I would have taken that shot out on Del Rosario earlier, because now every time you get to the line and she's on the back line, it's not a great opportunity. But when she was on her backside, falling backwards, you could have easily taken her out there.
And now she's going to be in the same position that
Lisa
Mora
Mora
was in the first point.
Interesting.
Del Rosario, another high-energy player.
Great block. Ooh, she was looking for that pop-up. Del Rosario elects to throw a second ball just to secure it.
Yeah, just trying to cover, maybe see if she could get Sutherland popping up looking for that popped-up ball.
Yeah. Kelly, a very good blocker. It's going to be hard to get past her block. Del Rosario taking a couple of big breaths here. Kelly deftly moves out of the way of that one. They elect to give the second ball to Deidre. Del Rosario probably going to throw here. She does.
Okay, she comes right up and sends
nice
one.
Dodging. Very, very aggressive play here by Rosario.
Oh, and good blocking again.
And that was, I guess, blocked. I was screened by about 3 people there, but I heard a block. So hard to hit, and she's always a threat to. She's looking, and they're calling no hit there. She's always a threat to counter. So you always got to wonder that, like, you can't be too heavy on your front foot. That ball's gone, and she goes for it. She almost got that.
That was worth a shot. But Del Rosario, who was caught up a little high, managed to get away from it. That is the risk of coming up like this when you're facing 2. Okay, Sutherland finishes it off. Raven gets their first point.
They got to be excited about that. Yeah, that was patience. That was I wouldn't say dominance, but it was. They were definitely showing power and teamwork. Great job by Raven there, not getting rattled, getting in that same position. Del Rosario showing all the different ways that she could take out all these Raven players, and they stuck to their plan, and they eventually took her out.
And so with about 3 minutes to go in the match, and Raven only down by 1. With the pace these matches, where these points have taken so far in the match, would expect there's a high chance that we get toward the no blocking before we find out who wins this point.
And so far, the leader on the MVP voting would be Chung. So get your fake betting dollars in.
Any betting dollars you have, as long as they're virtual. All right, and now Raven to the line. They get a shot onto Mora. They're chipping away at the corner.
You know, sometimes throwing 2 balls is a good idea if you're going to take out a high priority target like that. Yeah, you're giving 4 or 5 balls to really great players now, but you took out a really good player as well. Ooh, Kelly says, you know, you're going to do all that faking in front of me. Maybe I'll just take you out as well.
And that's something Steph Pereira is so good at, getting up into that neutral space and protecting herself at the same time, but Sutherland finds it. She
might have been hindered by her hair on that one. I don't know how ladies do that. She goes down for a block and her hair kind of stays there for a second. Ooh, a disarm. Rarely seen. So for those of you who are new, if you're holding a ball, you can block with the ball, but if you happen to drop your blocking ball, you are now out, which is what we just saw happen.
My personal worst rule in dodgeball.
Worst rule? I mean, have you seen cloth?
I have no comment. I'm politically neutral.
I played cloth, and there were so many rules that I just absolutely hated. One of them being if you not disarm, but if your ball is like bobbled even for a second, you're out. Even if it doesn't touch the ground at any point.
So Reckless, they still have 2 out there. Raven has 3.
Is that Jess O'Quinn? Have we seen Jack play? Oh, Jack is in a jacket over there. So Kendall Croft, great throw there, takes out Kelly.
Kendall Croft, one of the power throws on this Reckless team, hasn't had a lot of room out there.
Kelly, very good blocker, and it looked like she blocked it, but she took herself out. Jess O'Quinn, the honesty on both sides here. They both looked like clear dodges or blocks, and they took themselves out. Same situation, 2-on-1 for Raven.
Ooh, hurts a hit, foot. And another. Look at that, 2 shots, 2 hits for Kenley Croft at the end.
4 games all came down to the same thing, 2 Raven versus 1 Reckless, and 3 of the games have gone Reckless's way. And it was a different lady each time.
Yeah, this Reckless squad is obviously very deep with very proven talent. I feel like they do not feel like they're anywhere near out of a point, just being down in a 1-on-2 or a 1-on-3.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, Kenley didn't have a lot of play time in the first half that I remember, so she looked fresh as a daisy. Is that an expression? That's an expression. Another ball just hit me, and now I'm starting to think it's personal.
Yeah, but that was off Sutherland. I don't think her mastery of deflecting a ball when going for a catch is good enough, but good enough to target you, that is. Chung taken out early.
Great
Good
throw
target.
there by Dat Fang.
That Fang is back out there again. Croft this time taken out. No more heroics for her.
A hit and then great dodging here by Raven. Great job staying alive, facing all that fire. Steph Pereira playing aggressive. Makes a catch.
Yeah, Booth is going to have to head to the side.
That's got to be very disheartening there. You get all the balls. All of them miss her except the one that did hit her gets caught.
Now Steph Pereira hit.
Yeah, she did her job. She's good. She's keep her head high for that one. Great counter once again by Chung, showing why she is likely the MVP of the voting.
Yeah. Why she was a Hong Kong national player, although now taken out.
No, I take it all back.
That's fair.
It's Dat Fang. I mean, if the score was different,
Nice shot by Mora. Yeah, so Reckless looking like they might have the player edge late in this match. Late in this no blocking point. A couple long tries. Both teams fairly comfortable. Some of their throwers going from the back line if they see a good opening.
I almost want to yell at them, it's no blocking, because I keep seeing them put the ball out there to block with, and it keeps missing.
Oh, and that one popped up. Was it caught? So Del Rosario reached back and got the ball.
She touched the line as she reached. Interesting.
Oh, it's a tough break.
Yeah.
I do love the effort, like we were saying before. Now we're back to the Lisa Mora 1-on-2. Takes out Fang. 1-on-1 with Booth. And that's, that's at least a point for Raven. They get themselves.
That was Tressa.
Oh, I said Booth,
great job.
didn't I?
Great
well, it
job.
was Tressa Ryan. You're right.
Great job, Tressa. That was a nice finish there.
Yeah, so keeping it real close. Raven falls 3-2 to Reckless.
But, I mean, falls. That's kind of hard, but that was like a 50-50 match the entire way.
Knocked out of the sky as they flew.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very close. And we did find winner of the MVP vote for this first match was Chung, based on that strong opening performance. So that MVP vote brought to you by VC Dodgeball, who we thank for their sponsorship efforts.
Yeah, they do great work. Great jerseys, too. Yeah.
I think they made this broadcast shirt I'm wearing, too, from Edmonton.
I think mine was lost in the mail. It was the postage strike. You know, it's still affecting things. So.
That's right. The backlog is still true. But now that this match is done, we will, of course, have another one coming up. Should be starting at about 10 a.m. local time. We will have Cool Dudes.
The Cool Dudes out of Ottawa.
Facing off against Fates.
And Fates primarily a Hamilton and the area team, but also a couple of, well, at least one Ottawa player. So